G'day guys and welcome to, what are we up to? Day 12? Damn, we are charging through these days. We are charging through these days at the moment, which is absolutely fantastic. So, with saying that, today we will be getting into harvest of the grapevines. But before we do go getting too tied up into that, I do want to go through a bit of what I have done off camera. And I think we can already tell what I've gotten into. So, let's get into it, shall we? So first off, I have removed a lot of the course from here. Now it's just the course that runs them back for the grape harvest with auto drive, because this has all now been turned into a grass field. If you remember correctly, this was all actually this was all forest land up here. I've spent probably the good portion of an entire day cutting all the trees out of here and trying to level this ground out the best I can. I'm not 100% sure if I've got it all perfect yet, so the mower can pick it up, or the mower can actually go over it. That we're going to have to find out in the next episode, if the mower can actually cut any of this. Now, if I can go and find it, there are a couple of points, and it's going to make a fool of me now. Okay, but no, some of this rubbish stuff here couldn't actually get rid of it, and it was actually here on the field. But it seems like it got rid of all of it when the grass grew through it, which is awesome. I'm not complaining about that at all, because that is absolutely fine with me. So we have expanded on the grass field, which I'm loving. It's made it so much bigger, and well, hopefully it's all gonna cut right. So our two main fields now, if I go back up here, come on, goddamn, so many tabs to go through. So our main fields now will be 13 and 31. 31 is massive. When I was cutting that, it took a good hour and a half for the combine to get through it. So I don't think there's going to be a lot of harvest or planting that you'll see on this field, because it will take so long, and even time-lapsed, it'll still be a long-ass time. 13's pretty decent. Not gonna lie. Pretty decent. So what do we got? We've got, what is 13? 13 is, why can I not tell how big it is? Well, that's the thing. There we go. So 13 is 10 acres, and 31 is probably about 50 acres if you cut out the excess land there that it was adding in on that. If I could, I'd love to actually be able to expand 31 out this way, but I will show you why that probably won't be feasible. So I haven't yet cultivated this one, so that's why it looks like this. I will be harrowing it, but yes, this is probably why 31 can't be expanded, because a lot of this is very hilly terrain. We might be able to expand it a little bit, but it won't be much that we'll be expanding. Because I also don't want to take over the road that's here when I find it. The road that's here, and well, it's as hilly as all buggery, so it's going to be very difficult for a combine, a planter, and all of that sort of good stuff to get over it. Alright, that's enough talking of all the work I've gotten up to in the last couple of days. Let's get into harvest, shall we? So, I think... So, I'm just trying to think what we're going to do today. Today's pretty obvious, it's going to be grape harvest. We can't mow this field yet. So, that's probably the other thing that we need to go into a bit of detail. I am looking to get away from working with the sheep and working with the cows and things like that. That'll be fun. But cows have a lot more, and I mean a lot more, upkeep and things like that to worry about, which I'm not too overly fussed about, because it'd be pretty simple, but it does take its time. Actually, you know what we could probably look at? Is there anything we're in September, so that's no good. That's no good till December. What else have we got? I know we've got an abundance of wool. That's at its lowest in September. Yeah, this is looking great for us right now. We don't have flour. Fabric, April. So we're past that. Honey, March is where that peaks. What about raisins and things? Ooh, raisins are actually pretty good. Ooh. Yeah, raisins are actually going pretty well right now. So, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna set this bad boy off. And we're also gonna go and look at the new truck I got. So, I didn't like the fact that I was using one of the end game trucks for... and one of the most expensive trucks for it. So I actually did go and get a Scania, which I really like this, because for anyone who doesn't remember, our other truck doesn't work to the curbside trailer properly. I have found that this one does, so that is great. So we are gonna just quickly hook up to this bad boy. There we go. Come on. There we go. Hook up our... Oh no. Doors were closed. We're gonna back it up to the loading dock. And the reason I do have raisins already is because I actually used Bible input to test out the whole course and everything like that when it came to grape harvest, to make sure it all worked properly, make sure the course I had loaded worked. But we're gonna go and sell these to wherever they are selling best, which I can't sell them to the warehouse because I own it. So we're going to sell it to the grocery mart. That works. So we're just gonna quickly zip around there. Zip around to the grocery mart, and we'll be back. Catch us in a few. Alrighty, So we made an easy, quick 17 grand there from selling those raisins. I'm going to try and put this back. I'm horrible when it comes to reversing these for some reason. There was a point there in I think it was day 5, I was getting pretty good at backing up trailers. Now it's all just going to crap again. I am curious will this unload itself? Something gives me the idea that it's not going to. We'll just do all this, stop. I wonder if I set it to combine. Okay, so none of that stuff looks like it's actually going. Well, it's full and it's still going, so I think we got our answer. So it's not going to unload itself, maybe. We might try that again, because it might have just been because it was already halfway. It was already still running by the time I edited those stats, or those settings. Oop, come on. It actually also may not be able to detect these guys here as well, because they aren't actually sitting on the field, which is how this mechanism is meant to work, is they're supposed to be sitting on the field for it to find them. But don't worry, I'm not going to make you sit here and watch all of this. We're going to get into a time lapse and see what happens when it fills up a second time. See if it'll actually run properly and unload itself. So, I'll catch you guys all on the other side. Alright, so it is looking like it doesn't have the abilities to self-unload, or maybe it is just the fact that these guys aren't detected as on the field. So we'll have to unload it. Whoops. We do have to unload it, which is no big deal. It's easy enough done, so it's not like it's going to be hard to do it. I feel like I don't need 2 tractors though, because like we're nearly most of the way through it, and well, you can see, hang on, oh, it folded the harvester when it stopped. You can see that, oh, I can't get on, am I on the vine properly? Probably not. There we go, now I am. So we're just gonna pull this little bit off here that it missed. No, don't fold up. Off this vine, and then we're gonna head up here, and I think we're gonna time lapse it out to the finish. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. I know it'll have been a pretty quick episode. I am trying to keep them a little bit quicker than what I was doing, but there is a reason for that, and it's just because I know it is hard to watch a 30-minute long episode for some people, so I am trying to keep them as short, quick, and sweet as possible, where I can as possible. but still give some thrilling content in the process. Which, those two things normally don't go hand in hand, but I am trying. I promise you I am trying. But anyway, guys, till next time, take care. Don't do anything I would. If you haven't already, don't forget to hit the like button, and don't forget to subscribe. Catch us on the next one.